underprivileged kids, and one thing that I teach them is that if they don't get their education, they're going to wind up living like a slave. If you get stuck on a plantation for the rest of your life, there ain't no difference between that and being stuck in poverty all your life. So I try to teach my son, and I try to teach my daughter, and I try to teach all my students the right way. The word for the day is respect. Respect yourself, brothers and sisters. Let's go. Turn it down some, because I want the people to hear the words. All right. Check it out. At first, he was Malcolm Little, and then Detroit Red, and then Malcolm X, and finally El Hajj Malik El Shabazz. Born in 1925, Omaha, Nebraska, son of Louise and Earl Little, who was the outspoken pastor, supporting Marcus Garvey, preaching Negro self-improvement, saying let's go back to Africa through the Niagara movement. Seeing his family die violently, he felt the need for justice and the right to be free. Getting death threats, running them out of town, but when he moved, his new house was burned down to the ground. Later he was found dead, run over by a streetcar, and people say that he was set up by the Black Legion. Racist information ruled to death and accident, insinuating that there's insufficient evidence. Is it something won't pay? Mama couldn't take the pain. A nervous breakdown had her going insane. She got committed to the state in 1938. They didn't hesitate to take her kids and put them in an orphanage. He gave his life for you and me, sacrificing everything to make you see that you're queens and kings. Cause unity brings information to the younger generation. He was not just a man, he was. And then he ended up in Boston with his older sister Ella. You know, the happy-go-lucky southern type of fella. He met a cat named Shorty who introduced him to the game, and he was known as Detroit Red, hot like a flame. He started working for the train. He said he wasn't worth the training, cause he was bored and wanted life to be more entertaining. So he got a white chick named Sophie, and G was his trophy. Her skin was soft like ivory, soap and whiter than an envelope. So every social circuit gave him VIP admission. Up in the club with thugs, gangsters, and hooligans. Then he started hustling with his new friends and had a showdown with Archie, the West Indian. But he was real slick. He became a cat burglar, got caught with white chicks, and was sentenced like a murderer, sinking to the bottom till he reached his lowest level. Then he met Allah and found out that the white man is the devil. He gave his life for you and me, sacrificing everything to make you see that you're queens and kings. Cause unity brings information to the younger generation. He was not just a man, he was. See, it was prison, not in college, where he used a library. Started building up his knowledge, copying down the dictionary. Then his younger brother Reggie told him do what's necessary, and let Elijah lead you from the black man's cemetery. We're lost in ignorance in the American wilderness. That's why the white man keeps us inferior like children. We've been brainwashed for hundreds of years, and this country was built on our blood, sweat, and tears. In submission to the nation's Islamic prophet, freedom from prison, wisdom from Elijah Muhammad. No narcotics, no liquor, no cigarettes, no more swine. What you learned is designed to destroy your mind. So we chose to expose crimes suffered by minorities, inflicted on the people by American authorities. Fighting for the unity in our community, making people understand the need for opportunity. Yeah. Throw your fist in the air. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Black hand. Yeah. Yeah. Information to the younger generation. He was not just a man, he was inspiration. And then he took his trip to Mecca in the Middle East. People saying he was violent inside a press release, and ministers were jealous and they acted overzealous. FBI surveillance infiltrating undercover. Then El Hajj Malik El Shabazz, he realized that not everybody is bad. He was suspended by the nation, trying to assassinate him, calling him a traitor, ruining his reputation. He thought black Americans could be free, tried to work with the NAACP. Then on February 21st, 1965, people felt surprised that he was still alive. Get your hand out my pocket. Then he met his doom. 3 three men shot him in the Audubon ballroom. He was killed for seeing everybody's a human being, and he died trying to fight for black people's freedom. He gave his life for you and me, sacrificing everything to make you see that you're queens and kings. The unity brings information to the younger generation. He was not just a myth, he was inspiration. Listen to the message. This is the brother himself.
20 million black victims of Americanism are waking up, and they're gaining a new political consciousness, becoming politically mature. And as they develop this political maturity, they're able to see the recent trends in these political elections. They see that the whites are so evenly divided that every time they vote, the race is so close, they have to go back and count the votes all over again. And which means that any bloc, any minority that has a block of votes that stick together is in a strategic position.
That's right.
Either way you go, that's who gets it. You're in a position to determine who go to the White House and who stay in the doghouse. You're the one who has that power.
That's right. That's what we got to teach these kids. That's what we got to teach these kids, for real. Okay? We need to teach these kids, and we need to open up our eyes, and we need to join together. But this is another one right here. Rewind. I'm about to take you back. This one is dedicated to my man Tupac. And even though I never got a chance to meet him, I feel like I know him all my life. On June 16th, 1971, Afeni Shakur gave birth to a son. With the Black Panther Party, she was revolutionary and tried to organize the ghetto like the military, saying overthrow the government and kill all the pigs. She was arrested and convicted after pleading the fifth. Things got worse when her bail got revoked, and then she lost her job, realizing she was broke. But she knew she had a prince out to save the black nation, so she raised him to respect the value of an education. Always misbehaving, but he began to write, and the talent was like fire about to ignite. Crazy empty, he didn't know his pop, but his heart was as solid as a rock. So we entered into Baltimore School for the Arts, where we headed for the top of the Billboard charts. All eyes on me, all eyes on me, for the world to see. Opening your mind, I want to be in the top time. All eyes on me, for the world to see. Opening your mind, I want to be in the time. He tried to be a part of something that would give him pride. Within his family, he moved to the west side. He started hustling, but wound up being no good. But he was heating up performances around the neighborhood. Everything was flowing, people feeling the sound. So we danced with the digital underground. Lyrically remarkable, running into trouble. With people jealous of him, blowing up just like a bubble. Strictly for my NIGGAZ. He had difficulty in 1993. Accused of abusing someone sexually. And got shot 5 times in a robbery. Sent to Clinton Correctional Facility with the #1 video on MTV. But he always thought that it wasn't his fault. Spending 15 months on sexual assault. All eyes on me, all eyes on me, for the world to see. Opening your mind, I want to be in the top time. All eyes on me, for the world to see. Opening your mind, I want to be in the top. Finally, he got released on parole with the help of Suge Knight, boss of Death Row. Then he started to boast about East versus West Coast. But when it comes to money, baby, we make the most. California love from a California thug. He started throwing up gangster signs like a blood. Screaming Biggie is my enemy and his manager Diddy. So rivalries grew immediately. He caught a whole lot of beef in the media and streets, surrounded by the negative company. Then September 7th in the early evening, he was shot and died later from internal bleeding. The Don Illuminati, also known as Machiavelli. 6 months later, Biggie got shot in the belly. The Rosen group from Concrete got cut short, and the killer's unknown to the police report. All eyes on me, all eyes on me, for the world to see. Opening your mind, I want to be in the top time. All eyes on me, for the world to see. Opening your mind, I want to be in the top time. Love yourselves.